Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. Finally, we have reached the last part of our discussion on the Krittika Nakshatra. In this part, we will try to understand the behavior of this nakshatra if you will further classify it into 4 parts, also known as the 4 padas or the charans. And we will also try to understand the remedial measures which an individual can think of opting if he is going through any affliction posed by this nakshatra. So before we start this discussion, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that Krittika Nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Sun. It is being, is spread in 2 zodiac signs. It carries 1/4 of its portion in the Aries zodiac sign and 3/4 of its portion in the Taurus zodiac sign. This nakshatra is seen as the star of fire because it also carries the power of Dahana Shakti. Dahana Shakti which means power to burn all the impurities. When it comes to the deity association, we have discussed that the Lord Kartikeya, Lord of Fire, is associated with it. When it comes to the symbols, the sharp edge instrument like sword, blades associated with it, any kind of flame, along with the peacock is associated as a symbol with this nakshatra. Its functioning can be looked at from the perspective that these people remain to be very critical, they seek perfection, they are justice loving, they get associated with all the social causes, they have a very regal kind of personality, very strong aura, and they also have a maternal side, a very nurturing and caring side as their personality. They have a sharp tongue but without any malefic intent. All what they seek is perfection. So all of that we have discussed in the previous video. Even all the personality traits related to the caste, the gender, the gotra, you can just watch the previous video, you will get to know all of that. Now we will try to understand that what will remain to be the case if you will get down to the core of this nakshatra, because each nakshatra is of 13 degree 20 minutes of space which can be divided into 4 equal parts. So if each nakshatra is of 13 degree 20 minutes, it can be divided into 4 parts of 3 degree 20 minutes. So now we will try to understand that what will remain to be the behavior of the planets if they will be disposited in the different pada of this nakshatra. So the first pada of the Krittika Nakshatra, because Krittika Nakshatra is spread in the Aries sign from 26 degree 40 minutes to the end of the sign, and from in the Taurus sign it is being spread from 0 degree to 10 degree minute. So the first pada will fall on the Aries sign from 26 degree 40 minute 30. So here this pada will carry the energy of the Sagittarius Navamsa. So we have the Sagittarius Navamsa over here. I have already explained to people, it's very simple. This is the 3rd nakshatra. So all what you need to do is that the 2 nakshatra previous to it, they all had the 4 padas. All what you need to do is that you need to correlate it and you need to follow the chain of the 12 zodiac signs. So the very first nakshatra, which was the Ashwini, it had the 4 zodiac signs for its 4 padas. The next was the Bharani, it carried the next 4 from the Leo to the Scorpio as the another 4 zodiac signs. From here, because it's a 3rd nakshatra, you will start the chain from the 9th zodiac sign. So any planet disposited at this portion of the Aries will automatically fall in the Sagittarius Navamsha in the D9 chart. That is the only reason we give lot of significance to the Navamsha, because it is the soul of your birth chart. So first pada, any planet disposed here will fall in the Sagittarius Navamsha and carries the energy of that as well. So what we can expect at this part, see, any planet disposed here will have the burst of energy, the willpower, the dynamism, the leadership qualities, all will be at its peak. Why? Because this nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Sun. Apart from that, right now it has fallen in the domain of the Aries, which is being ruled by the planet Mars. So all kind of approach of confidence, leadership qualities, dynamism will be at its peak. And along with that, just because has the role of the Sagittarius Navamsa, so the person will also be very moralistic, the person will also be very humanitarian in his approach. So this is all what we can see over here as the behavior of the planets will at its peak at this portion of the Krittika Nakshatra in the first pada. So let's say for example, if your Jupiter is disposited at this portion of the Aries in that 27 degree of the Aries, so it will be in the Krittika Nakshatra, and within Krittika Nakshatra it will be in the first pada. So the planet will manifest in a very intense form. And let's say for example, if your moon is in the Krittika Nakshatra in the first pada, so we can expect the person to be very dynamic or very strong-willed. Next is the second pada. The second pada will carries the domain so any planet, let's say for example, your moon is in the Taurus, in the first is your moon is in the Taurus zodiac sign. Within this Taurus zodiac sign, it is in the Krittika Nakshatra, and within this Krittika Nakshatra, it is in the 2 degree, it is in the second pada. So that will automatically infuse the energy of the Capricorn Navamsa. And what we can expect here, first of all, just because moon, even the moon exalts at this portion of the Krittika Nakshatra, so the nurturing, the maternal qualities, the caregiving, the humanitarian qualities will be at its peak. And the second thing to it is just because Capricorn is all about the materialism, so the maternal environment will definitely have a say of security, of materialism to it. So let's say for example, all those mothers who want their children to go to very good school, to acquire all the good degrees, so that they can be successful in life, they can they can do very good in life, they can get very hefty packages once they'll be in the job market. So all of those energies will be seen over here at this pada of the Krittika Nakshatra. More materialism than mental or spiritual, and even the maternal and the nurturing and the caregiving qualities at its peak. Then comes the third pada, which is in the domain of from 3 degree 20 minutes to 6 degree 40 minutes, which carries the energy of the Aquarius Navamsa. So I'll again repeat, let's say for example, your moon is in the Taurus zodiac sign. Within this Taurus zodiac sign, it is in the Krittika Nakshatra, and within this Krittika Nakshatra, it is in the 5 degree, automatically falling it in the third pada. So what kind of behavior we can expect in someone's personality or someone's thinking process? So the person will remain to be very futuristic, because this is what the Aquarius sign is all about, a futuristic vision. We can find that group good friend circle and the social qualities we can find over here. And apart from that, the person will also be all this like out of the box thinking, and doing something which no one else has think before. So all of those qualities where there will be a futuristic vision, there will be a care, there will be a nourishment and social circle, giving attention to the friends. So all of that will be found over at this pada of this Krittika Nakshatra. When it comes to the fourth pada, which will be of this much of dimension. So let's say for example, your moon is in the Taurus zodiac sign. Within this Taurus zodiac sign, it is in the Krittika Nakshatra, and within this Krittika Nakshatra, it is in the fourth pada. So moon is in the 8th degree or 9th degree of Taurus zodiac sign. So that will automatically make it fall in the fourth pada of the Krittika Nakshatra. So first of all, it is a Pushkara Navamsha pada. So all the planets do very good over here. Wishes get fulfilled if any planets is in this pada. And along with that, too much of the social circle, networking circle, and the people, harmonizing and making good use of their contacts and their social circle can be found over here at this pada. So all what you need to do is that you need to first understand the behavior of the Krittika Nakshatra, and then you need to take it to the core. So the energy manifesting at the first pada was all about the willpower, drive and the dynamism. At the second pada, it was all about the material security along with the maternal and nourishment and the caregiving. With the third pada, it was all about the social circle and a futuristic vision. And with the fourth pada, it was again with a social circle, friend circle, and harmonizing and even gaining from your friend circle in a positive way. Now when it comes to understanding the sounds, the alphabets attached to these four padas. So the first pada is associated with the alphabet A. So A as in any name related to Anant can be associated with it. The second pada is associated with the sound of E. So E could be ear, eagle, and eat. So all of those sounds are associated with the second pada. The third pada is associated with the U sound, U alphabet. Now this could be Usha, Uma, Uti, Uzbekistan is all associated with this U sound, Usha. Next and the last is EU. The fourth pada is with the A sound. Now A sound can be Andrew, that could be an Elliot. So all those sounds are associated with the fourth pada. So the first pada will get the A sound, the second pada will get the E sound, the third pada will get the U sound, and the fourth pada will get the A sound or the alphabet. So this is how the person will get his name if at the time of his birth moon will be transiting this pada of this Krittika Nakshatra. Now when it comes to the remedial measures, so what can an individual can think of opting in order to appease the afflictions posed by this nakshatra? First thing is that the worship of the Lord Kartike, the associated deity with this nakshatra. An individual can think of opting worship of Lord Kartike. Second is worship of Lord Sun because of the rulership of this nakshatra. Third is reciting Gayatri mantra. An individual can think of opting the recitation of the Bij mantra of this nakshatra, which is Om Eem, Om Eem and Om U. Om U. An individual can think of reciting this chant, this Bij sound 108 times. That too when moon is transiting this nakshatra, or let's say the days associated with this nakshatra, which is the 6th day of both the waxing and the waning phases of the moon, or the Kartik Mas, the lunar Kartik month, which falls in the later part of the October or the early part of the November. So all these things an individual can think of opting in order to remove the negativities of this nakshatra in his or her life. And even the wearing bright fairy clothes, like which have a shade of golden orange, red, yellow, bright colors which you can found at the at the tail of the or the feather of the peacock. So an individual can think of adding those colors in his or her wardrobe in order to appease and remove the negativities of this nakshatra. So this is something which I wanted to say as my take on the Krittika Nakshatra. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on astrology, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.